All right, it's Toby from Heavyweight MMA. Today, straight out of Tamaki, Makaurau, Aotearoa, fighting out of CKB, Mr. Dan, the Hangman Hooker. How are you, brother?
How are we? Not too bad, mate.
Yeah. Bro, I've been seeing you all over the fucking news, bro. Lots of pictures.
Oh, they should have never let me on the TV, Cobb. I don't know who thought it was a good idea to put me on two national news shows, but I make the news. You know what I mean? I not only break the news, but I also completely make the news up.
Bro, I'm actually pretty confused because I look at a few different interviews, and on one interview you're fighting Charlie Olives, on another interview you're looking at Moicano, another one Benoit Saint whatever he is, and Benil Dariush. I don't know fucking where you're at. You're just picking a fight, right, brother?
I am certainly picking a fight. No, they actually flew me over to the Fox Sport Australia show with Volt, and I felt, I was sitting on the show, and they asked me who I had next, and so I thought I'd throw a little something out there, and I announced on the show that I'm fighting Charles Oliveira at UFC Perth. But yeah, we'll actually see. It might actually turn into something because I know there's two fighters in the lightweight division, two pretty big names that are looking for a fight, and that's Charles Oliveira and Gamrot. I know that those two boys are looking for a fight and looking for a match, and of course, I'm keen. I'm keen for absolutely both of those fights.
You were calling Gamrot before, but to be honest, I'm more interested in a Charlie Olives fight if I could see it. But
I think I got the fans' attention with that one. It's like it's the same thing when you go out there and you're a guy that kind of throws down and fights like a fight. Yeah, a fight with Gamrot is like, but it's like on the same hand. Like, do the fans want to see? Do the fans want to see Charles Oliveira fight me or fight Gamrot? And I think that just in general, the fans are head and shoulders more excited to see Charles Oliveira fight Dan Hooker than Charles Oliveira fight Gamrot. But we'll see who's actually looking for a fight and who actually wants to take the cake. I know Gamrot's like a guy that kind of fights anyone, anywhere. So I know he'd be keen, and I am definitely interested in that fight as well.
Yeah, bro. And needless to say, UFC 305 in Perth is the one you're looking at, though, right? You're fighting there.
Yeah. So speaking with the UFC, I'm 100% going to get a fight on that card, and it's just coming down to who at the stage. Yeah, and those two names are two guys that are looking for a fight, Oliveira and Gamrot. So we'll see who wants to come over and actually have a dust up, actually have a proper dust up.
Beautiful, bro. I heard that there's the Israel Adesanya, Dan Hooker, Kai Kara France bar. Already booked my tickets, bro. I'm coming. Even if I got to break in the back door of the place, I'm
doing it for like you fight so many times, and people are saying wait for the right fight, but it's like I've come to the stage now. I've been fighting the UFC for 10 years, and like those moments in time are what becomes like everything fades, like the rankings and the numbers and this kind of shit at the time. Actually, once time passes, it fades, and it really comes down to the moment in time. And for me, fighting in Perth with my teammates, Kai Kara France and Israel Adesanya, like it'll be so fun having everyone over there and having a good time with my mates. So it's like for that moment in time, I will fight absolutely anyone in the card. I'll do it for that moment. I'll do it for the fans. I'll do it for the Anzacs, just to get an opportunity to be a part of that special moment in time that will be 305.
And bro, it's about the build up too, right? Like you guys are just be fucking pumping now, right? You've got, not only do you have you three guys, you've potentially got more, but you've also got like a heap of guys in the contender too. Cam Rouston, Aaron Toe, who else was there? Oh, and Navajo Sterling, all pumping. They'll all be going hard, bro. So, like, it's a perfect time to be in the midst of fighting, right?
Oh, it's easy, brother. It's easy getting to the gym when there's that kind of energy around, and you know that's why it's so easy, because it's not like you're on some obscure fight card by yourself, and you're going through training camp and you're pushing hard by yourself. Well, everyone's kind of everyone else is either injured or away and stuff like that. Like everyone's healthy, everyone's injured, everyone's itching to scrap. And so when you
Yeah.
come into the gym, it's like when you're on, you know, the energy's contagious to everyone else, but it's in the same. Like you might drag yourself to the gym one day and you're the one that's like a little bit flat, but you know, Kai will be flying or Israel will be flying, and their energy's kind of contagious, and it just makes training so fun and so enjoyable and so easy to push through those hard sessions when you're surrounded by your teammates that are also pushing and excited as well.
And bro, I can't wait to see you working with a steel. You're like Iron Man, bro. You've got that steel plate in your arm now, ready to rock and roll. And you know, I said it's always hard being a Dan Hooker fan. The fucking those couple of losses, Makhachev and fucking what's his face. Those times were when you were in a shit position. It was in the middle of COVID, but people remember that shit. So now you're kind of in your prime. You said you're feeling like all the training's coming together over the years. You're kind of in your prime, right? You're ready to show us what you can do, yeah?
Oh, for sure, for sure. Like I wouldn't take like you wouldn't take any of those losses back. I wouldn't take any of those kind of learning experiences back. It is what it is. You either like that's two things I've been blessed with. It's a good chin and thick skin. That's what that's what the man upstairs has kind of blessed me with. So it's like I don't take the losses to heart. You know, when you fight long enough, you know what it is. You know that it comes. You know, you can fight the same guy 10 times, and there's going to be 10 different results, and it's just the one that happens. It happens on that night. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to show the fans. Like I've been in the gym pretty consistent. I've been injured, which is why I haven't been able to get out and perform in front of the fans like I've been wanting to. But I've been in the gym and improving my game and getting better every single day.
Bro, you talked about the title and that, and you know the naysayers will say no hope, but really, in anyone in the top 15 just has to have a run of like 3 or so good fights, and they're in title contention, right? So you're there, you're knocking on the door. A few good performances later, you're there, right?
Oh, it's that kind of negative, that kind of negativity and that negative attitude. I don't know. I feel like people, like when you do get beaten and you do get quit, is because like a lot of people quit. In my opinion, like a lot of people, they try to achieve something great and they fail once or twice and then they quit. So then they like to see other people quit because it makes them feel better about their own failures. So when they see a guy that has been knocked out, they see a guy that has been, you know, has lost, and they see him not quit and not be disheartened by it and be back in the mix. And I am, you know, ranked number 11 in the division, which is like there's a couple, you know, Max is going to be at featherweight. So you're pretty much on a 2-fight win streak in the top 10 with 9 of the 15 fighters in the rankings coming off losses. So there's only 4. Well, realistically, there's 4 lightweights on win streaks in the top 15. So it's like people just quit too easily, brother. It's like you're on a 2-fight win streak. You win another 2. There's pretty hard to deny that you're in title contention. So yeah, you're 1-2 fight realistically. You're 1 or 2 fights away from getting a shot at the strap. So, yeah, people just think too small, I guess.
I want to see you fight Makhachev, brother, again. I want to see you fight him again at your prime. Not this fucking training in your garage during COVID experience, bro. I want to see you at a prime position, prime condition, ready to go.
That's the funny part about it is like people come out and say, oh, what's a what is a training camp? You know, you should be training year round. What's a training camp going to change? But it's like they're fans of a guy that have never. They're fans of a guy that has never taken a short notice fight. So it's like they're the ones. They're the ones sitting in the armchair saying that training camps aren't important, but they're the biggest fans of a guy who's never taken a short notice fight, which is just a walking contradiction.
Yeah, bro. There's different ways of doing things, right? And it's more honourable and more interesting for everyone if you just take what comes before you, brother. You know, take the fights that come up, do it tough, and get there in the end, bro. Yeah.
Oh, that's the part about the sport is people want to. That's why people are so obsessed with people that have like never like. That's why like an undefeated record is so mysterious in combat sport, is because people like from my point of view, people like to think that it's like unachievable. So if a guy's never been beaten, it's like a fighter is like larger than life or superhuman. So then they think, oh, I can't do it because there's these super freak unbeatable humans out there. That's why they hate seeing guys like, you know, like me or like Dustin, where they have had a few losses. And it's just like, because if a guy like that gets the title, then you have to admit, like, oh, there's no super freak humans out there. If you just really don't quit and you work hard and you're consistently pursuing a goal, then you can achieve anything.
Yeah, there's books on that shit, bro. It's not about like your personal traits as much as it is about how you work towards something rather than just your personal abilities. Like the ability just to stick to shit and work at it endlessly and tirelessly. That's more of a thing than having a natural ability.
Any successful person will tell you, any wealthy person will tell you that there's no get rich quick scheme. It's an absolute myth. It's about consistency and determination.
True, bro. Another thing, bro, once you achieve your goals in MMA, I think we might have touched on it before, but I'm thinking bare knuckle boxing, bro. I think you're made for it, bro. I can't wait to watch you in a bare knuckle boxing fight. Mike Perry style coming out smashing.
That's just a bit of fun to me, brother. That's I've had more. Well, let's just say this: I've had more fights without gloves than with gloves in my life.
That's what I mean, bro.
I'm certainly looking forward to it. Yeah. Like a lot of people. There's like a bit of a stigma around it, like once you whip the gloves off and stuff like that. But that's something that I've watched and fought in pretty consistently. You know, it's to me it's an old school art to it, man. It's raw. It's raw. It's like as real as it gets. So I don't look at it with any kind of stigma. That's like it's for the true fighters. You know what I mean? It's for the Mike Perrys. It's for the guys that you could be the flashiest boxer. You could be the sharpest footwork. You could be whatever you want. But that game's for fighters. That game's for guys that don't mind getting. That's for guys that don't mind getting in a scrap, and that's for guys that don't mind tasting their own blood and getting after it. And I think we're well aware that I'm one of those blokes.
And your mum will love it. You'll be licking blood off your hands again, and she's gonna love it. Right?
Me mum's not happy about me bare knuckle aspirations.
Yeah. All right. Well, she'd be happier with you mentioned about your endurance events. Just tell her you're going on an endurance event and don't mention you're in bare knuckle. That's all right. Yeah. All right, bro. All right, man. Well, thanks for your time again, man, and super looking forward to seeing all you lads kick ass in UFC 305. I'll physically be there this time, so you'll be hearing the screaming from the crowd. Can't wait to watch you guys straight down.
I'll be listening out, brother. Appreciate your time as always.
Take it easy, bro. Thanks a lot,
Too easy, brother.